The Varkal Dominion had ruled the stars for millennia, spreading terror wherever their black iron fleets appeared. Entire civilizations surrendered without resistance. Others were annihilated as examples. To the galaxy, the Varkal were not just conquerors, they were predators. Their towering forms, scaled armor, and merciless tactics had broken empires that once thought themselves invincible. The Varkal carried a reputation so dark that even their name was whispered in fear. To most species, resistance was not bravery, it was suicide. And for thousands of years, this truth had never been challenged. Until the day they reached the Sol system, Admiral Karthuin of the Varkal Dominion leaned back in his command throne aboard the warship Oblivion's Fong. His scouts had reported an unaligned world, rich in resources, yet mysteriously unclaimed. The planet was called Earth. No defense grids, no orbital fleets. Karthuin rumbled, his voice like stone grinding against stone. Pathetic. Another weakling world to burn. His lieutenants hissed in amusement. Entire star nations had fallen with fleets of thousands. A single isolated planet would be nothing more than sport. But the Varkal had made a fatal mistake. They thought Earth was alone. When the Dominion fleet entered orbit, they were met not by silence, but by a message transmitted on every channel. The voice that spoke was calm, steady, and utterly unafraid. "This is Commander Hayes of the United Terran Defense. You are trespassing in human space. Leave now or you will be destroyed." The Varkal bridge erupted in mocking laughter. Destroyed? By a primitive species that had never even been recorded in galactic history? Karthuin snarled a command, and the fleet descended. Then the humans struck. From the darkness beyond Jupiter, massive warships emerged, bristling with weapons unlike anything the Varkal had ever seen. Their hulls were angular, armored not with sleek alloys but with brutal, layered plating designed for one purpose: survival in the worst hells imaginable. The humans didn't hesitate. Their opening salvo tore through 3 Dominion cruisers before the Varkal even fired back. Karthuin roared in disbelief. Impossible! No world this young should have weapons of this scale. But humanity was no ordinary world. They were children of a death world. A place where survival was a daily war, where evolution had forged them into predators that thrived under pressure. Every weapon, every tactic, every ounce of human engineering had been born not from luxury, but from necessity. As the battle raged, the Varkal realized something horrifying. Humans fought without fear. Where other species had always broken at the sight of the Dominion, humans grew sharper, deadlier. Their fleets didn't scatter under fire. They advanced. They adapted. They hunted. On the Oblivion's Fong, Karthuin watched as his fleet, veterans of 1,000 conquests, was torn apart ship by ship. He had studied hundreds of species, broken countless empires, but never had he faced an enemy like this. The humans didn't just resist, they enjoyed the fight. Boarding craft slammed into Varkal cruisers, disgorging armored Terran Marines who fought like berserk predators, their eyes burning with an intensity that froze even the most hardened Dominion warriors. Karthuin's second-in-command whispered in terror, "Admiral, they are not prey. They are like us." "No," Karthuin growled, watching another battleship explode under Terran guns. "They are worse." For the first time in centuries, the Varkal Dominion knew fear. When the battle finally ended, half the Dominion fleet was destroyed, the rest retreating into hyperspace. Humanity's ships, scarred but unbroken, stood victorious over Earth's skies. The message that followed was short, but it echoed across the stars as the beginning of a new era. To any who would threaten our home, know this: humanity does not kneel. Come for us, and we will come for you. Whispers spread through the galaxy. The predators had been challenged. The unstoppable had been stopped. And from that day forward, every empire, every warlord, every conqueror knew one truth: the galaxy's most feared species had finally found their match, and that match was humanity.